1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I think my microphone is functioning right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? Oh, my clock was wrong. Sorry guys, my clock showed, for some reason, showed the wrong time. It was on, 4 minutes, and I waited till 5, because I scheduled the stream to start on 5, and I'm waiting, and the time just stops. And then I clicked one time, and then it worked again. But yeah, for me the time was not going forward for some reason. I don't know. It was really weird. Never happened, I think, on my Mac. All right, we can activate the camera. Let's see, where is the camera? I think here. Okay, I think I'm on the full screen, and then here on, I think that's this. All right, yeah, now it's working. All right. Hi chat, hi, how are you chat? How are you doing? How are you chat, how are you? All right, let's continue then. Close this, and then, yeah, last time we came about this far. Off stream I did some things, but wasn't really that important. I tried to fix the perspective a bit here on this side here, on this left side, and a little bit here. And yeah, I think the perspective is now a bit better. But I also, off stream, I searched for some stock images. I don't know if maybe it gets a bit boring, if I search for stock images on stream. But yeah, I searched for some stock images while we were offline, and I think yeah, that helped us really much. I can show you the images in a moment. All right. Yeah, I want to delete these here. I don't really like this. This here I don't like because, hi, ayo, hi, Mr. ZT Cop. I don't know how your name is pronounced. Hi man, how are you doing, man? How are you? Are you interested, or are you just passing by? How are you, man? How are you? Where are you from, by the way, Mr. ZT Cop? Yeah, and then I really want to delete these. Like I said, I really don't like these. Yeah. Oh, let me, maybe for some of you that want to learn a bit, that want to learn a bit of photo manipulation and my thinking while I'm doing these kind of artworks. Maybe I can just tell you real quick why I chose to delete these here, why I don't like these here. The problem was basically scale. The scale doesn't really fit here. This here, I tried to duplicate it a few times even, but yeah, I didn't really like it. It was more like this. Let me show you actually. It was more like I duplicated it a bunch of times to make the scale a bit look a bit bigger, to make these look a bit like they are further away from the camera, basically, and it didn't really work. Let me show you. We had only this in the beginning. Yeah, basically we had not even this actually. I think, yeah, it was something like only one part here. This we can delete. Also, we had only this in the beginning, right? We had just this here, and it looked something like this. And if you look at this, it does not look really far away, right? And I want this to give this a bit of scale. And for this to work, I really have to make this look a bit smaller. Now it looks too big and too much in not much further away. So we don't really want this. You can delete this, and then, yeah, I don't know. As soon as I tried to explain something, I think Mr. ZT Cop was gone. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Then, yeah, like I said, we can delete this, and then I have some other images here that we can use. My coughing still didn't go away. Not this. Where was it? Let me see. Downloads, right? And then, yeah, let me just sort this none. And then, where was it? I think I have to sort this by last edit, date edit. Yeah, these are the things that I found on Envato Elements. Jungle runes. Let's put this in this group. Let's put it here, and then we can just see what we have. All right, I searched for something more like this, you know? If you put this, I think, in the middle ground, then it will look much better. Or even something like this. I really like this, to be honest. I think, yeah, should we do these instead? I think we can go with these. I think this will look really nice if you put this in here, right? Yeah, it looks a bit better to my eye. All right, then we have to cut these out, basically, right? And yeah, how do we cut these out? I think maybe we can start with sky, select sky, right? And then, yeah, it's selected the sky kinda, but also it, yeah, selected a bit. Yeah, it's not really good. Look at this. Select sky doesn't really work that well. I don't know. Maybe let's change the channels maybe, and then maybe we can get something better. Let's try again. I don't know if this really works, to be honest. But yeah, we can try. But I can see, I think it's not good. So let's don't do this then. Then let's try the object selection maybe. But that's a really difficult thing to isolate. So I think Photoshop will not do a great job at this. But let's try anyway. All right. Then also Photoshop, select this here, please, for me. Okay, it's at least understood what I wanted somehow, a little bit. But yeah, maybe actually you can even select this here, and then also this here. All right, and a little bit of this here. Okay, I think it's pretty okay, to be honest with you. I think the object selection worked a bit better. All right. Yeah, we need this part also, but other than that, I think it's pretty okay-ish. Right? All right, let's mask this then. That's looking already pretty good. And then maybe we can fill in some things here. Oh wait, why is it not why is it not working? I have this on opacity. That's of course overlay is also wrong. And then yeah, maybe let's do actually. Yeah, I think we don't need the grass. I think we can let it as it is. Can let it like this. Oh, also let me screen record real quick. If we can. Not recording the correct screen, but okay. Record selected portion, record entire screen. But then this screen, please. Right, I think I'm recording also. Okay, nice. That's good then. I hope it works. But other than that, let's see. We have to put this in the middle ground here. Yeah, something like this, and then we have this here. And then we have to, of course, adjust the brightness values. Brightness values. Let me clip this first, and then let's adjust this here. Needs to be darker. All right, maybe, yeah, maybe something like this, and then, yeah, I don't know actually, maybe something like that, you know, something like this, and then let's change the position. Maybe let's put this more here, or even, yeah, even, yeah, let's put this right here maybe. All right. That looks okay. And then, yeah, should we delete these things here in the background? I think we can, maybe we can delete these. I don't know if I like this. Yeah, maybe, let's see, let me try this out. Let me delete this. Sorry, let me delete. Actually, should we just use this here at least? Yeah, maybe we can use this. Yeah, I think we can use this. But let's put this more in the background. I guess something like that. And then even further away. Yeah. All right, we have to mask this, of course, but other than that, after we mask this, that should be really fine. All right, all right. All right. Let me delete this. All right, real quick for now. All right. Streams, okay. All right, all right, all right. Now, let's see. How can we do this? And then maybe more like here. I guess, yeah, we have to fill in this side anyway, so won't be really a problem, I guess. And then, yeah, we have to adjust this even more. Maybe even something like that, to be honest. I mean, that's a bit too bright, too dark. Yeah, and then of course it needs color balance or color correction, but that comes later. For now, let's see what we have here. We have a bit of this. All right. And then I think we can delete this. I don't really like this here. Yeah, I don't really like this. I think let's delete it for now. And then what we can do, we can put something else in there. Maybe we can use, actually, I really wanted to use this here. Yeah, I really love this here. I want this. Definitely, I want this. All right, let's put this in. And then let's mask this again. Wait. Where is this layer? That's not it. I lost it. Okay, that's here. For now, maybe let's put this above everything else. And then we have to kind of mask this here. How should we mask this? Maybe object selection, I don't really know. Or maybe just magic wand and then this white here maybe. You know, something like that. Contingous. Nah, not contingent. We have to check contingous and then let's see, maybe we can increase this. I don't know. Let's try. Tolerance, I think, yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like this, maybe. Let's see. Okay, we mask this, but then invert. And then we have something like that. I think that's good for now. We will have to erase some parts anyway, so and then I think I want this behind these guys here, somewhere here, I think. For now, let me, didn't we delete this here? Okay, let me delete this. And then also this. Yeah, and then we have this here. Yeah, somewhere here. Somewhere around here, maybe. Somewhere like this, maybe. And then I think let's rotate it or flip it horizontally, maybe. Let me see. That's this, that's that. Yeah, I think it's okay like this, maybe. And then yeah, we have to erase some parts. Let's pick my brush, my masking brush. It's a really cool brush. You can just kind of do this, and then you can just delete this kind of. That's a really cool brush that I specifically made for this kind of stuff. You know, you can even mask this out like this. That's not possible really with the soft round normal brush, you know? That wouldn't be really possible. And then also let me mask these here. These white parts not looking really great. Yeah, let's just and then yeah, we can fix this afterwards. Or you won't be even really able to see. And then also let's go to select and then modify, and then I think it's expand for this. Yeah, and then 1 pixel. No, it was contract. All right, then select and then contract 1 pixel. Okay, and then let's fill this with black. Wait. What? I think we have to invert the selection and then, yeah. And then we got rid of this white. Here, let me show you. You know, we have this kind of masking artifact, but then if we wait, was it? did I even... Let me do it again. Yeah, and then we get rid of this white edge here. The selection is much cleaner this way. All right. Now that we cleaned this up, we can concentrate on the values, right? The light and dark values. Let's clip this. And then, yeah, we have to make this a bit, I mean, a bit more like that. Yeah, I mean, you kind of building out some perspective, you know, or some distance. And then here I want another building, maybe. Another one. Let's see, what can we use for this part, for the right side. I maybe actually we can just duplicate one of those. But let's see, what can we use? I mean, this perspective is a bit different. Maybe we could even use this. Although, yeah, the perspective. Not this. Let me see. Should we use something like that, maybe? Or is this... I think, to be honest, we can use something like this. Yeah, and then with the perspective tool, we can change some aspects, I think. All right. I think let's use this then. Something like this. Yeah, let's try. Let's pick this. And then we have to make this a bit larger. Maybe around this. Maybe something like that. And then... Wait, my voice. Why is my voice so loud? It's kind of loud, I think. Or is it my compressor? Okay, is on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know. My voice is too loud, actually. But then, yeah, we have to kind of select this here. I don't know if we should use the pen tool or not. Maybe we should use the pen tool. Oh, first let's try the object selection. Let's try the object selection here. Maybe like this. Oh, I mean, I think it did acceptable job. Let's see. Oh, I mean, it's better than I ever expected, to be honest. All right, then we have something like that, and then we have to flip this. Let's flip horizontally, and then let me just convert this again to a smart object. Then we have, then that's much better. All right. Now, what we can do because of the perspective, right? Not something like this, but more something. Let me show you. I hope it works. I think it should work. But, I mean, actually, we just need this part here. We don't even need this other part. Yeah, let's select this till, I think, to here. like here, and then let's use the lasso tool, or the polygonal lasso rather, like that, and then we can just select this part here, what we need, and then yeah, and then we have this. All right, then maybe let's try to copy this, and then we have this part here. So then let me see if I can make this work like I want to. Maybe we can, maybe we can't, I don't know. We have to try. Hey, nice to see you. Hey, yo, Rehan, man. How are you, man? Nice to see you too, brother. How are you, man, Rehan? Are you a subscriber, or are you just seeing my stream today? All right, I think we can... Yeah, we have to actually make the perspective even. Yeah, let's try this first. Something like this. What's your name, bro? My name is a bit difficult maybe for you to pronounce, but it's basically John. Something like John, but with an A. You know, not John, but John. More like in a different kind of A. Rehan, man, where are you from, Rehan? Where are you from? And then let's try this part. I'm in your Discord. Oh, Rehan, you from yesterday, right? From India? How are you, bro? How are you? Hope you are doing well. All right, then. But with this, I don't know if we can do this with that. Maybe we have to use the perspective tool for this, actually. Maybe we have to use the perspective tool. Should we try? I don't know. Let's try. First of all, always save before the perspective tool, guys. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're from yesterday, I think, right? Nice. Nice to see you, bro. Do you do art, Rehan? I think you like some kind of art, right? Or you wouldn't watch my stream, I guess. All right, always save, guys. Before you go to perspective tool, always save. Before you go to this here. Where is it? Where was it? It was, I think, edit, and then before you go to the perspective warp, right? Before you go to this, always save, but because Photoshop likes to crash when you use the perspective warp, always save. And then you can go to perspective warp, and then let's try. I think we can do some, wait, yeah, I think we can do something like that. Wait, what was it? I think we have to do it like this, right? We have to do it like this. Yeah, I didn't use perspective for a long time, to be honest. But I think it was like that. I think. And then I think like this. And then let's see. Let's, yeah, let's go to OK. And then let's try. All right. I don't know if it can fix the perspective here, but let's try at least. Oh, I think we have to do the other side as well. Yeah, I think we have to do the other side, guys. I'm sorry. We have to do this again. Perspective warp, and then I think we have to do the other side. What's your Instagram? My Instagram is basically, you can find my Instagram from my YouTube description. But it's basically Alchemy Arts Studio, I think. Alchemy Arts Studio. It should pop up if you write Alchemy Arts. So you should be able to find it. All right, then this, and then we need another how's this called? Grid. It's called grid, right? Another grid here. And then we have to warp after we do this. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. Yeah, it's basically, I don't know if this even will work, to be honest, because it's really different perspective than we want. So maybe it will not even work. Yeah, see here? I think it will not work. Should not work. Because it's too extreme. It's too much of an perspective warp or perspective change. Yeah, look at this. It's too extreme. I think I can do this in some different way, but I don't know if this is even worth our time. So let's see. Maybe we can do this. Which cast you believe in? Cast? Which cast you believe in? What do you mean with cast? I don't know what you mean with cast. Sorry, I have fruit flies flying around. That's why I'm kind of clapping. I want to catch them, you know? When I do this, don't think that I'm like, I have Tourette syndrome or something. Cast. Which cast do you believe in? Yeah, I don't know, Rehan. What do you mean with cast? Cast. Huh. What should we do then here? Then maybe we can do something different. Huh. Islam. Yeah, I'm Muslim actually. I'm Muslim actually. Caste, but I don't know why do you saying caste? Oh, because okay. I think in Hinduism, right? It's caste system. Wasn't there a caste system in Hinduism? But there is no caste system in Islam. So yeah, I don't want to say something wrong, but I believe it was Hinduism that had a caste system. So all right. You are on the full stream, I think, right? Should be. Yeah, it should be on the full stream. Yes, I got it. Yeah. No problem. All right, let's see then. Can we do something with this, or should we use completely different image? Huh. I mean, that's that, and then yeah, basically the image was like this. Yeah, I think we could do some trick, but I don't know if I want to be honest. Maybe I just I think we could make this work, but it would need some editing, you know. And maybe we can just use just a different image instead of doing all these things. Or you know what? Maybe we can use this here. Yeah, I think we can use this actually. Yeah, let's try. Let's try. We don't have to do all this crazy editing. Full stream. Yes, I'm in the full stream. Yeah. I'm Muslim too. Oh, nice, Rehan, man. MashaAllah, you are Muslim as well. Nice. Glad to hear that. In India, are there many Muslims in India? Or I think it's Hinduism dominated, right? India? I think there are more Hindus in India. I think I got one. I think yesterday I killed like 30 flies or something. It's crazy. They're still popping up somehow. Hopefully I got another one. I don't know. Anyway, let's see then. Let's see. Can we use this maybe in the background? Or should we just get rid of this? Maybe just get rid of this. And then... Yes, I think more than Hindus. I think India is Hindu dominated. I think Hindus are more in India. I think so, right? Maybe I can just Google. India dominant religion. I think it was Hinduism. According to the 2011 census, I don't know what this is, but it says it says basically 80 80% of the population in India follows Hinduism. Yeah. And then 40% Islam, and then 2.3 Christianity, and then 1.7 Sikhism, and then a little bit of Buddhism as well. And then Jainism. I don't know what this Jainism is. I mean, I heard of it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Bro, I think we should grow YouTube first. I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying. Basically I live stream, and then I have coming up some videos, some normal videos from my channel. So there are some things coming up in the future. But yeah, I have to do more normal videos than live streams. But yeah, I don't know. I try live streaming, and then maybe it will work out. I don't know. Let's see. If we can grow, then we can grow. Then if not, then let's see. Let's just try to create good content, or good artworks rather. And then we will see. But yeah, where was the image that I wanted to use? It was this here. Yeah, let's cut this out. Let's make this bigger, and then the object selection right here. Can we just do this maybe? And then we have that, and then invert. Yeah, for now, let's see. I mean, all right. You have to delete some parts. You can basically just don't rotate, man. Why are you rotating? Can do this, and then go to the mask. Then this part's here. You can also erase. We don't need these. We don't need that. I think till here, and then we don't need this here. This here we also don't need. And then yeah, let's see. I want to say take masterclass on YouTube and understand its algorithm. Yeah, I mean, I kinda watched some content around growing YouTube, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to basically. For that, I would have to make content that I don't want. So I don't know if I want this. I think I just want to create content that I like, and yeah, and then maybe slowly just see what people are watching. But yeah, I watched some videos about growing YouTube channels, and they were really interesting. I mean, I tried to implement some stuff, but I don't know if I want to, basically want to go like fully. I mean, there's a really nice YouTube guru. Basically, it's he's called. He has a really big channel. I forgot his name, but he has really cool stuff about growing YouTube, and really great tips, I think, about growing YouTube. And yeah, actually, some of his videos about shorts, YouTube shorts, I learned really much from them. And yeah, and recently some of my shorts got like 1,000 views, and it never got 1,000 views before. So it was really, I think it really helped in that regard. And then yeah, now I have to focus more on normal long form videos, I think. But yeah, I will do that in the future. Maybe no masterclass, but in scripting too. Yeah, I mean, I script my normal videos, to be honest. I try to, at least, I basically always script my normal videos. But yeah, I mean, you can do it much more entertaining. You can do stories around your artworks and stuff. But I don't know. I don't like to make everything a story. You know, I feel like some YouTubers, are basically more storytellers than teaching. You know, sometimes some of them really, I have the feeling, want to tell a story first to get views and to increase the watch time, then doing the stuff, you know. So I don't know if I want to go full storytelling, but yeah, storytelling always helps. If you can make your stuff somehow interesting and and so on, then it always helps. But yeah, I try to make it a bit more balanced, you know, not full like clickbait and I don't know, empty, yeah, fake stories, you know. I don't want to fake it really. I don't know. Yeah, let me try to get this selection a bit better. Was it radius? I guess it was radius. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I think I can just increase the contrast. Maybe just increase the contrast and then, yeah, we have a better selection that way. Maybe shift edge a bit, not too much. Maybe shift it like 5% and then something like this. I think that's a much better selection. Yeah, something like that. That looks much better. And then also maybe let's contract the selection a bit. Yeah, let's go to select, modify, and then I think contract, right? Contract 1 pixel. Then let's see. Yeah, now we have to invert the selection. Yeah, and then that's a bit better here. I think maybe even 1 pixel more. Modify and then contract and then 1 pixel again. And then not like this, but invert the selection and then fill it with black. Yeah, and then the white edges here are gone. That's better. Wait, where is this? It's here, right? All right. Let me make this a smart object again. Convert to smart object. Bro, why are you always doing this Photoshop? I hate it sometimes. Okay, now we can use this here. Should we make it a bit bigger? Yeah, maybe here. Like that. All right. Basically like this. And then, yeah. Something like... I mean, you can make this a bit bigger. More like this. And then we have to mask again these parts here. Let's see. Yeah, let's mask these. All right. That's good. But then, of course, we have to change the values. Then clip this. And then to something like that, maybe. But... yeah, I think that's closer. Maybe like this. Who's sending hearts in the chat? I don't know who's sending hearts. All right, we have... yeah, today it's not much views today. All right, all right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe more. I mean, that looks close up. And I guess that looks a bit further away. I guess. Something like that, maybe. And then decrease this, and then increase that. Not too much. Yeah, something like this, maybe. All right, let's save. Wait, not this. Let's save this, I mean. All right, something like this, right? And then for this, for the left side, I need some stuff. I need some buildings. But let me see. Let me see. Should I just do this here? We have this, and we have that. Maybe you can use this, actually. Maybe you can use this. I think you can use that. All right. Let's go to use this. But yeah, more like... First, let's mask this. All right. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, something like that. And then you can convert this to a smart object. And then try to match the perspective. Yeah, we have to make this a bit different. I mean, this side looks okay, but on this other side here, I guess needs a bit of editing. Or maybe you can do just, maybe you can just do this. Yeah, I think we can just do this. Hopefully. But I mean, I mean, yeah. I need this to be a bit different. Let's copy this one time, and then I want this to be a bit different. I want it to be more like this. Like that, and then maybe more like this. Then maybe something like that. Let's see. Okay. Let's take this away from here, and then you have to go to the left side here. Right here. And then that's already much better. Yeah, we have to make this fit here somehow. Huh. But this side is a bit, yeah, this side is a bit too, needs to be more like this, I think. Yeah, it needs to be more like this. Something like that. And then even, yeah, even more like this, I think. Yeah, I think even more like that. Yeah, that's a bit tricky, but after we can get this to work, then it will be much better. And then around here, maybe. Maybe a bit smaller. I don't know. Yeah, I think has to be here. All right. I think something like that. Let me see. Yeah, that does not work, but let's try something different then. Let's see. Always do this. I mean, maybe I want this somewhere here. But is the perspective correct? I don't know if it is, to be honest. Yeah, we have to get this right. The perspective is really important. I think more like something like this, maybe? Or even like this? Man, it can be that it even has to be something like that. Probably, right? That's why it looks off all the time. Let's not make this bigger, but like that, and then yeah, maybe more something like that here. And then yeah, of course you have to, you know, change the values. Left building, and then let's make this normal, and then also let's put a curve in here. And then of course you have to change the color values and stuff. Make this a bit brighter. And then even, yeah, I think that needs to go down. And then maybe that needs to go up. Something like this maybe. And then yeah, I don't know. That's a bit, of course we need something here. Of course. For that, let's see. What can we do? I think these here. Maybe we can use these here. Can we? I don't know. Maybe we can, maybe we cannot. Or maybe we should use just something like that. Just something like this, maybe. I mean, use this already. Let's see. Do we have something else? We have this. And yeah, that's basically what we have here. And then also I want to use this here for the foreground. Let's just select these guys. Right. All right. And then can just copy this. Convert to smart object. And then just basically go in here. Yeah, I want this to be somewhere here, I think. Somewhere over the rainbow. All right. Let's see. Left buildings. That's the background here. Not the background, sorry. We have to go to the foreground, of course. Foreground is here. And then we have it here. But wait. This here needs to go here. Okay. Now that we have this, we can apes and stones. Okay, let's put this maybe in here. Maybe in here. In here. Can delete this. Wait, where's our guy? All right. And then we can maybe just copy these layers. Maybe just copy this. And then maybe just copy that. And then let's see. Yeah, I mean, something like this. Looks okay. All right. And then, of course, we need to mask this out. Around here. And then let's just use the freehand lasso tool to do this. I think I had it on this here, right? All right. Then maybe clean this up here just a bit. And then that's already clean. But I don't like this. I don't like this here. We have to change this. We have to change that a bit. I mean, yeah, maybe something like that. Somewhere over the rainbow. All right, I think that's okay. That looks pretty good. The stone. And then these apes here. I think, should we make this a bit brighter? That we can see this a bit better. Maybe exposure, and then let's brighten everything up just a bit. Just that we can see this better. Yeah, and then I have to change these here. These I don't really like. I have to put something in front of this, I think. But what it is, I don't know. Maybe some of these. Maybe something different. Yeah. I don't really like them. Hey, Updash, hey yo, what's good, man? What's good? How are you, Updash? Right. Alright. I think we can then just concentrate on the background again. But before we do this, actually, let me fix something real quick. Here's the background. That's that. Let me change these here. I don't really like that. Yeah, more like this. That's much better. And then I think we did want to. Did we want to use this? What did I say? I think that's right. Was it this year? Or was it something different? I forgot. I mean, maybe you can use these. Or maybe, again, something totally different. What do we have here? Let me see. Not this, but that, and then. Yeah, I think that could work. Yeah, let's just use this then first. Before we do something different. Alright. Let's go to object selection. Let's select this. Also this. Alright, I hope that's okay. Maybe we can put on some. Not too loud. That's too loud, I think. Alright, then let me see. Something like that, right? And then maybe we can just transform this. Yeah, maybe we can do this. To be honest, I think that should work. I hope so. I kinda hope so. Yeah, and then like this maybe. And then let's copy this guy. And then also we need this here. Right, so we need this here. And then maybe we can just build our own buildings like this. Kinda like that. Kinda like that, to be honest. Yeah, let's leave it like this first for now. Also group these. And then can adjust the... Put this group on normal. And then we can adjust the curves. Or rather the values. Wait, why is this not working? We only need these guys. Okay. Can group this and then normal. And then it shouldn't affect really anything else. Okay, now some reason. Alright. Then like that, and then also like this. I guess something like that. It's not really matched up, but along those lines. I think along those lines. Maybe something like that. And then, of course, you have to color correct these later on. But for now, let's leave it like that, and then change. Can we let this like this? I guess we can. Let me mask this. A bit because of the transition. Alright. Something like this here, guys, and then I think that needs to be even more. I think that needs to be even like this, maybe. Alright, something like this. These need to be behind the other guys. That needs to be behind everything. I think. Needs to be behind this. And maybe also behind that. Yeah, something like that. But then we can mask this, I think. Yeah, we have to mask this. Let's use our masking brush. This kind of irregular brush. I mean, of course, we have to delete this here. You know, we have to mask this away. Maybe even like this. To be honest, something like that, maybe. Be quite honest with here. And then, yeah, we have some kind of scale. Even more. Yeah, slowly, guys, we're building some scale. And then we will make this really nice. But for how long are we streaming right now? Let me see. Do we have 2 people in the full screen? Alright. I think we can end the stream, guys. We are over an hour again. And yeah, maybe Yeah, I don't know. Maybe let me set these up here. I don't know if this is boring. Me cutting these out and then transforming these to fit the perspective. And maybe I can do this off screen, and then maybe we can do a stream when I'm finished with this. And then maybe you can color correct together, you know, and the finishing touches. Maybe that's more interesting for you. I don't know. All right, let's end the stream right now then, and then hopefully we see each other next time, guys. Hopefully we see each other. Oh, what's that? On his feet. Okay. Good night. Hey, yo, Updash, you're still here, man. Good night, man. Good night, brother. See you, man. See you. Have a good night, Updash. Have a good night. All right, chat. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next time.